It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe on a beautiful Wednesday.
It's Purple Wednesday. Hump day? You missed the purple memo.
I had purple.
What happened?
I got caught in the rain.
See, now you
blue.
know why I was late today, because I had to find my purple shoes. And now I know I had to find my purple shoes because Erica's in purple shoes and Dijon in purple pants and Dijon is in all purple. So
Everybody's in purple.
I needed to find. So now I know I needed to find my purple shoes. You know, when they talk to me, some things are so trivial.
Oh, don't start
Sally,
that. Don't.
But yet they're important. But
Please don't
you never know
start
why.
that. No, don't go there. I got purple underwear.
You know, I'm thinking, you think like when you talk, when the spirits talk to you, you're going to get like these amazing messages. No, it's Dawn, find your purple shoes today. You're going to know why you needed those purple shoes.
Hold on.
Anyway, happy
That's
Wednesday,
why you
everyone.
were late today, because you couldn't find your purple.
I couldn't find my purple shoes.
I heard Chuck told me you found one shoe.
Even he left early. I couldn't find my purple shoes.
He ran out of the house. You were taking it apart looking for shoes.
And you wouldn't even know this. Ever put on the wrong foundation because you've got two that you mix and you put on one, you wonder what happened to your face because you look like an Oompa Loompa. I put on the wrong foundation this morning.
You put Oompa Loompa foundation?
It was, yeah, it's one I wear during summer when I get sun, and apparently it was shifted on my makeup table, and I'm like, why do you look orange today?
You are very complicated.
I told you it was a complicated
I've known
morning.
you 8 years. 8 years I've never heard you quite describe
I've never
this.
put on the wrong foundation before. But
What
I
the
did
hell does
this
that
morning.
mean?
It means I looked orange.
You know, the guys are looking at you like, foundation, what are you, like building a
Dawn,
building?
you look beautiful. Don't
Thank
worry
you.
about
So then I
it.
had to blend in the new colors. I didn't want to start over. So it was just like blending, getting the
Start
purple
over.
shoes.
This is start over? This is the beginning and an end to this? Are you serious?
Yes. If you start over, it's like foundation, everything comes off, including the eye cream and the tuck and seal cream and forget it. You can never start over.
Guys jump in the shower, dry in the shower, jump on like Batman, they get into the clothes like the cape, and they run out the house.
It's the layers, and if you dig too deep into a layer, forget it, you got to start over. So it's a thing. But now I know why I had to find the purple shoes to go with Dijon's whole outfit. And you're
John,
gonna see
how long
why.
does it take you to look so handsome?
Well, thank you for that.
Just grab that mic.
Half an hour.
Grab that
Half an
mic.
hour.
A half
Z4.
hour? A half hour. Let me see. It's about 29 minutes too long, but okay.
How long does it take you to get ready?
I'm out the door. If the shower is attached on a hose, I'd be running to my car,
Out
taking
the
the
door.
shower
It's
and
like
dress.
vroom.
That's right.
Do you use like
Gotta
the
go.
all-in-one soap, shampoo, everything?
I use the all-in-9.
Everything.
I use three of them.
They do make the men's product that's
They
like
do,
9 in
and
1,
they stink
right?
they stink like, you know what they stink like? So you got to mix it. I do a mixture.
So see, imagine doing that with your
I'm like
foundation.
I'm
You
like
look
the
orange.
chemist. I put things on because I go by color. Some are purple, some are gray, some are orange. I put that whole thing together. You should see. I make a mess.
Do you smell good in the shower? And
Smell delicious. Smell delicious.
oh
I tell you.
man, what did we do yesterday? What did we
Have
get
no
to do
idea.
yesterday afternoon?
Oh, we went to see that crazy woman over there.
Excuse me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought
I'm
Zena was
sitting
sitting
here.
there.
I'm sitting
That's
here.
Sally. You're not Zena.
I am now.
You actually did a great job yesterday.
Thank you so
we have
much.
to fix Sally's color in that camera,
Thank
please.
you.
I actually was scared to death when you went up there that you were going to trip.
Oh,
They
no.
put you on a stage.
When you went up and down, I was afraid. I was like, why do they have the stairs in this? Oh, yeah, we were a little worried.
No, I was very careful. I mean, I don't remember what I talk about, but I was very aware of my surroundings. Yeah.
You were incredible. Did you have fun?
I had an amazing time. I mean, I wasn't sure because I'm not that, I'm familiar with the cafe here, which I've been doing a long time. So it was something a little different, but I want to continue doing that. I absolutely loved it, enjoyed it, and hope everybody else did.
Now, because we did it, I'm going to complicate the hell out of that whole thing.
Out of
Because now that I know you can,
I know.
And you open up Pandora's box.
That's okay.
So we are going to have people sit with you on set. You're going to go into this whole thing. I may put like a shower curtain with the stuff hanging
Just
off
give me
of
a little warning about what I'm meant to be doing, okay?
No, I got a couple of ideas. You know, it isn't so much when you did what you did, they've never seen anything like that. And the feel that I was getting was that people were saying, why are we doing this? What's going on? But they were very curious. So I want to emphasize the curiosity.
Because there really wasn't a pause in between questions, as far as I don't always
But
remember.
the questions were all over the place.
Yeah, they were. They were.
You know, they were from, can you tell me how I'm supposed to live today?
Right. To past lives, right?
But Sally, but the best one was, my mother-in-law had 3 husbands.
Oh, I
Who is
remember
she
that.
spending her life with now?
I do remember that because
That
my-
was the first question.
No, but you told
Who
her
is
she was.
Who is she spending eternity with?
That was hilarious.
And Sally
was
said,
fun.
well, they all come together. They're all spending life with her.
They're playing cards. They're all playing cards. They're playing bridge. What is that, Montage?
She says they're all in a line. They're all
Probably everyone
spending
in the studio that doesn't know me must be wondering what the heck I was talking about.
Sally is a
I'm-
psychic and a medium and did a presentation yesterday at the V up in Lantana.
Yeah.
So it was filled with everyone that lives in the V. More women than men, right? I think
There were. I mean, I don't remember because I really couldn't see the audience
They
that
were
well.
all
But there were
widows.
men there. There were. I know
They
a
were all
man
widows.
asked me a question if I remember about his dogs or something.
Yes,
Yeah.
after everyone asked
It's funny.
about
I
their
remember when I
husbands,
start talking.
you notice he didn't ask if his wife was watching over
dogs,
him.
yes.
Or
He
his
could care.
dogs watching
He
over
doesn't
him.
care about the
Yeah,
dog.
right. He
I
doesn't care.
thought that when he
Yeah.
asked me.
Poo-poo
yeah.
the wife.
All the women were like,
Well,
my,
his 2 dogs, I think it was. Two,
right? All
yeah.
the women were my father, the husband,
Yeah.
he are my dogs with me.
Yes.
See, that's the mindset of
that
a
was
man.
funny.
That's going to be
sad,
the new
but
show,
funny.
Jay. In the mind of a man.
Yep.
Forget the mind of an artist.
You know,
We'll do
Jay,
that.
I should have brought you with me. I didn't know if they were going to let me in because nobody gave me
In
any
the mind
details.
of a man.
But I should have brought Jay with because he does the drawings of dogs. So we could have walked in with a few dogs and put them around the set.
Oh my gosh.
It would have. I'm telling you, watch out now. Next one you do, it's going to be. I'm going to change
As
it all
long as
up.
you guys enjoyed it, okay? I
That's
don't
really
always-
as long as you enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it, but yeah, I don't always remember everything, but this one I can remember a little bit.
You had a lot of stories. I think
Did
maybe
I?
you should just tell your stories.
I did. Until
You don't remember?
'cause I remember, yeah, as it is with my show, I don't always remember because I'm in some sort of a different place. But when you bring it up, I remember I talked about what was in my book a little bit.
You
I
talked
think.
about your mother.
I did?
Yes.
I have
A
no
lot.
clue.
You talked about your mother a lot.
You kidding?
You don't
I don't
remember that
know.
either?
No.
You did a
no.
poem that was.
Oh, I remember doing that. Yes, I remember.
and you
getting my
open up
book.
the page,
At the
and
right-
you go, "I can't believe that I opened the page." And she goes down this road, and I'm like, "Just read the damn thing,
I
woman."
did. It was okay. I mean, I have a lot in that book. I opened it to the exact same page that I was going to be looking for.
But it was
I
good
don't
that you
know.
were like the same generation. I think they could relate with you
Yeah,
a lot more.
yes.
Then
Yeah,
she
I know we
says,
don't talk about your
Do you
she
know
says,
the lady
all of,
sitting-
All of you can do this too.
Well, that's true.
And everybody
Because we
went.
can if we. Well, yeah.
Well, you didn't have the person behind you that I had.
Do you know how old the lady sitting next to me was? 92.
Was
Yeah,
she
she was
really?
sitting behind me.
Amazing.
Oh, the one next to you?
Next to me.
I had a
Amazing.
94 behind me on a respirator. Not fun to hear you talk with.
Well, I'm glad
in
they
machine.
enjoyed the show.
I'll tell you something.
Don't.
Not for nothing. I asked her to move. I said, "You got to go, lady."
I asked if she wanted me to move so she couldn't see over your hat.
That's right. I said, "Move."
You did not.
I
Well,
did.
someone asked me to
Someone
remove
that
the
couldn't
fan.
hear nothing. It was shh. You ever hear him respirating in the hospital? Come
Someone
on
did
now.
ask to remove the flowers off the table. because
I
they
almost
couldn't
went
see
over
me.
and clicked the off button, but I would have probably gotten in trouble. Just saying.
It was a lot
If you
of
come, listen. If you come to a show, everything's open ground. It's true, right?
Yes.
And those people were funnier than anything. If I was up there with her, forget about it. I would
It would
have had
have
a
been
ball.
fun. You could do stand up next time.
I could do stand up, and she could do sit down.
I'm glad I had the 92-year-old lady next to me.
That's another thing I don't quite understand. What was that all about?
Because everyone wants
sitting
their-
there? Well, she was the lady that was, I guess, not the first lady, but the one that was in charge of the club there.
Oh, so she? Oh, I thought she was going to interview you or something. But
No, she just
that-
wanted to
I
make
didn't even
sure
know she was breathing. She didn't move for like an hour.
Well, she's 92.
She was like this.
She said to me she'd had Can I just
4
tell this
husbands?
as an help? She's had 3 husbands, and they'd all passed. But at 92, she's just met someone else. I'm sure she's not listening.
Oh,
or
that
won't
would have
mind.
been a riot.
6 months ago, but he's really sick, so she's not
So
sure
she's
about
gonna
it
have
because they were
4.
planning on getting married.
And you know what you said to her?
She's like the
What
Black
did I-
Widow.
You know what you said to her?
I told her my
You
story.
said, I can relate to
Yeah,
that.
I did.
Is
I
what
told
you
her
said. I'm
I
on
did.
my whatever husband number you're on.
You
I
said
said, I
number 4.
suggest you don't get married again.
There's like a bunch of Black
Like,
Widows out
I
there.
can relate. I just got married.
And all the guys are sitting there going, my God, Black Widows, stay away, stay away.
But she was a lovely,
Yeah.
very, very
Yeah,
beautiful
they
lady.
can relate.
Have you noticed how many women had multiple husbands, and there was still one man there talking about his dog? That was it.
That's why they have multiple husbands.
And the first question you ask them is, how many have you killed?
Bad. But it was.
I
a
can
great
relate
event.
to some of the stories.
Sally, when's the next one?
October. I think it's October the 8th.
Eighth.
At a really
October
nice
8th,
country club, yeah. So I'm looking forward to it. Please, guys, keep that date open. Because
Oh,
I need you
I'm-
both there. This is a really nice place.
If you
Even
put
though-
another person behind me like that, I have to
no,
get
no,
up.
I think it
October
may be
8th?
slightly different because she was waiting for the season and more people will
Let's
be
see
there.
what we're doing October
Well, there was a
8th.
lot of people.
Oh, you're lucky we happen to be free. So far. All right, you ready to go to commercial break? When we come back, let's get into some conversation starters. How to deliver. I don't think we can change your delivery. You think, Erica? No.
I reckon it,
We
of
can
course, it can make it tame it
smoother,
down.
tame it down.
But
All
the
right.
problem is I can't stay on that tame.
I know. Can you see the camera?
It's over there.
More to come on the other side of this commercial break.
Where do you read that?
888-994-4995 Studio A.
You do
can
that
follow us
every
on
show. I
TikTok,
never see how you
Instagram,
get that. How do you get that from that little piece of paper?
Facebook and YouTube at the Brooklyn Cafe TV. For exclusive behind-the-scenes content, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel as well as Amp Media Productions. More to come, and we'll be right back.
That's amazing.
Do you have an idea for a show or a podcast? Do you want the opportunity to be on TV? Amp Media Productions is partnered with True Oldies Real Radio Station and powered by many online platforms such as Roku, Facebook, YouTube, and even Amazon Fire to help amplify your impact. Do you want your voice to reach a wide audience? Call us today at 866-224-5422.
Amp Media Productions is excited to announce our expansion into North Miami. With our experienced team of radio and TV professionals, we are dedicated to bringing North Miami the highest quality audio and visual production services. Whether you need radio or television commercials, podcasts, music videos, or audio and visual storytelling, we can provide the solutions to help you reach your goals. Our team is reliable, innovative, and creative, and we're ready to help you develop the perfect product. With our competitive rates and personalized service, you can trust that your project is in the best hands. Contact us today to get started on your project. 866-224-5422.
Looking for art to add to your collection? Well, look no further. Here at Amp Media Studios, we house tons of art, ranging from abstract paintings to realistic portraits. Come on in and find the art that fits your home. Any and all art is up for sale, so pick yours up today. Stop by at 2400 Northwest 2nd Avenue, Boca Raton, Florida 33431. See you there!
Being a successful woman in business means having the courage to own who you are. We understand the challenges faced by women, and we are here to help. Our team is here to develop the best strategy designed just for you. Your path is unique, and with the right tools, you can accomplish your dream. From radio to TV, from podcasting to magazines, we create the visibility to amplify your impact in business. At New Dawn Media, we are here to help bring your message forward and help your business flourish. It is time for your message to be seen and your voice to be heard. Contact us at 866-224-5422 or brooklyncafe.tv. Your voice, can make a difference.
Give me the mozzarella. 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 Give me the mozzarella.
Pizza Rica, tasty Richard Pizza at 2001 Northwest Boca Raton Boulevard or contact 561-826-8663.
Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella.
Have you filed for disability benefits but were denied by the Social Security Administration? Or do you need to apply for benefits and are overwhelmed with paperwork? Are you between the ages of 50 to 63 and can no longer work because of an illness or injury? Thousands of hardworking Americans are in your situation. They file for disability benefits every month and are unnecessarily denied their much-needed benefit check. Call now for a no-obligation, free evaluation. We can help you nearly double your chances of approval and get your benefit checks faster. We understand the physical, emotional, and financial impact and will share our insider expertise. There is a time limit to apply. We're here to help you get your disability claim filed and paid as soon as possible. Please, time is limited. So, if you are between the ages of 50 to 63 and can no longer work because of an illness or injury, call right now and let us help you file your disability claim with the Social Security Administration.
Introducing Pure Light, the revolutionary air purification system integrated into a special LED light bulb. Pure Light eliminates pet odors, human odors, and even mold and smoke odors with just the flip of a light switch. Guaranteed for 5 years with a 100% money-back guarantee. Transform your home or office today. Visit pure-light.com and use code RUSS, R-U-S-S, for an exclusive 20% discount. Breathe cleaner, live happier with Pure Light. pure-light.com. Promo code RUSS, R-U-S-S.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back.
I have an idea. I think we should get a park bench.
Yeah, you
We can
did
put the park bench over there, and then we can have our morning show in the park.
That's an old idea. Because
We've never done it,
when
though.
we did the pickleball,
I wanted it then,
we met
too.
people that do benches for a living. You
But
know,
we
when
never
you play
got
pickleball,
one.
you sit on a bench.
We never got one.
You didn't let us get it. I had it all picked out. I had my tush in it. I was like all comfy.
So imagine we had a bench there and we could do like the morning show on the bench. Anyway, we'll see what happens. I told you the random things that they put in my head. So you were away last week and you kept sending me people to call. The only one I actually got a chance to call was this young lady, Erica Gasparo. She's a communications consultant and I'm excited that she's joining us because
You mean
since then...
everybody is calling me now because you didn't call them back?
Calling who?
Everybody that I tell you to call.
I selectively called who I got. Listen, I can do the best I can do, but I'm excited that she's joining us.
Yes.
She's also a big part of Suits, Stilettos, and Lipstick,
SSL.
which you've known them, wow, longer than I've known you. You've known Yvonne and
11
Dr.
years.
King for a long
I
time.
just looked it up.
So we're going to have Erica join us, and she gave us a whole page on everything she does. We've had about 2 lines that we can put down on your name. So we're going to let you describe everything, but thank you for joining us.
Oh, thank you so much for having me.
Tell us what you do. What is communication consulting?
Yeah, so I teach people how to own a room, how to leave lasting impressions, how to show up and be more impactful with the way they communicate with people.
Do you do that individually, group sessions? How do you do that?
Both. I think there's a different way of interacting one-on-one versus in front of a large group of people, but I teach people really how to hone their own authentic presence and to show up in a way that is magnetic and hones authority around them.
Well, there's 2 parts of that. One is when you walk into a room, you can hold the room. The other is when they go, oh, she's intimidating. I can't talk to her.
Yes, that's very different. You don't want to give off the don't talk to me vibe, but you do want to come off like, I'm here and there's a reason for it and everyone's going to feel the energy that I provide.
And how do you do that?
I think it's different for everyone. So what I try to accomplish is when I meet someone, I try to get them to really hone their own authentic energy. So I don't want them to act like me or act like you, right? They really need to hone what it is that makes them special, their unique special sauce. And then bringing that to the surface, and whatever limiting beliefs are in the way that prevent them from showing up in their best, their greatness, then...
You gotta check and make sure your mic's on.
Well, that would be helpful.
All right.
Hello.
Erica Gasparo, it's so nice to have you joining us on the set.
Thank
Tell
you
us
so much.
What it means to be a communications consultant.
Yeah, absolutely. So I teach people how to own the room, how to leave lasting impressions, how to be more impactful with their communication, and master their own authentic presence wherever they are.
So that looks like, I walk into a room with Freddie and everyone's like, oh, the man in the hat. He makes it easy because I can always defer to him. But when you walk in by yourself, it's a little different. Then people want to talk to you.
Right.
And then I don't have that much to say. Small talk's good. Like, I am good at small talk for a short period of time.
Right.
And then I got to move on. I don't have the attention span to have this whole conversation.
That's okay.
And then what's your breakaway? And like, say I'm talking to you and I'm like, I see Sally, or the conversation is like just going round and round and round. How do you break away and say, it's nice to meet you, or what do you do?
Yeah, I think body language really plays. It really helps me a lot. So if I'm actually trying to pull out of a conversation, I will begin to turn my body and actually give that person a nonverbal cue that I'm looking to move out of the situation without breaking eye contact. You don't want to be rude. But yeah, there's different things you can do and in a subtle way kind of provide that easy exit out of a conversation.
See, I always easy exit when I'm with Freddie. He knows I've always done this. And it's like tag, and then I move on, I leave him having the conversation.
I can never get anything
Am I
to
right?
eat. Yes.
For hours.
You do this all the time.
Until I find somebody else.
Yes.
And I find somebody else. I'm like, Freddie, come here.
I try to get
and
a
then
burger.
I do it again.
I tried to get a burger one at a place that we went. I didn't get the burger at all. I didn't get nothing to eat. I was dying. I finally says, you know what, I got to go. Went to the bar, and we ended up with another person.
Yep. So I do that all night long, but when I'm by myself, it's a whole lot harder because I've got no one to tag.
Right.
In that situation. I know I do
You know, it's funny. We see the same person, and we have two different thoughts.
Always.
Because you work it as to, see, in my world, what I do is I want them to tell me what they do. So if I meet this gentleman, he tells me he runs gyms and everything else. I'm looking at, okay, how does he attract more clients by what he says to me? How does he deliver? Because one of the things that people always ask you for, well, what's my ROI if they come on media, if they go on radio and television? But they go in there and they make a mess. And they're not going to get nobody nowhere.
That's why you got to work with Erica, right? So you
But
have people.
That's right. That's the difference that I see. So people are going to come to me and I'm going to eat a burger. I'm just going to be myself. You know, I'll pick my nose if I have to. I don't care.
I think that's why people like you, because they can feel your authenticity.
That's right. I'm the real deal. I'm scratching, sniffing. Here we go. With Dawn, she wants to be, and she's working the room, and I'm like, wow, look, she's in a fly suit. I'm like, what the hell are you doing?
Pretty much. I know.
But
there
that's
are
you.
people that are even more intimidated to walk into a room than you and I are.
Right. I think there's this, I don't know, people feel like they have to always be speaking. Like there's something you have to say in order to feel confident in interacting with someone, but you really don't. A lot of times, the best thing you can do is just shut up and listen. And everyone wants to be heard, right? Everyone wants to be heard. Everyone wants to feel like they're important and then what they say has meaning. So what I do, if I don't have anything to say, Dawn, I just lean in and I listen. And that creates a connection just to do that with someone. And that's really impactful. A really good way to start a conversation is to not talk.
That's interesting. When I was working at John Hancock, they taught us the lean in. Whenever you lean, it looks like the person feels like, wait a minute, they're listening to me.
Yes.
You know, I'm not just another number. But I got to tell you, if I had talent like they do, like singing, anywhere I go, I'll be singing. I mean, I bring a keyboard on my back. But I got no talent. I just want to eat a burger, maybe have a drink. I want to stay quiet, you know. But this one is like, come on, we got to talk. I says,
but look, there are people we work with that command a room. Laura,
she's scary.
Commands a room. Max,
he's even more scary. He's like this. He's like the Incredible Hulk.
She told him yesterday his biceps eat. I don't know what she told you yesterday.
These are
you
two
here?
very intimidating people. But I'm not intimidating. And if I didn't have the hat, nobody would know me. But now I got to worry because everywhere we go, we're trying to talk
It's your
to people.
thing. It's your accessory.
It's my thing.
Yeah.
My thing. I get a thing.
I mean, I got the purple pants. You know, everyone
You
has
walk
their
around with
thing.
purple pants all the time?
Oh, purple is my power color.
Really?
Absolutely, yes. And when I wear purple, I can really step into that more confident version of myself. So yeah, the hat, the purple, everyone has their own little thing that they can pull energy and pull confidence from.
I like that.
Is that how you work with people? Find what gives you the strength or your superpower?
Absolutely. And sometimes it's just an imaginary permission slip. Like I'm gonna say this thing has a lot of meaning, and when you wear it, you're gonna be a superstar. And it's just the belief you put into something. So
Remember, Dr. King was always about the red lipstick. When you put
Yes.
that red lipstick on, that is like
Yes.
your
The shoes
superpower.
and the lipstick.
Yeah.
But Dr. King is a little intimidating.
she can be.
No, she is. She can try to tone it down. When I first met her, nobody in the room at the radio station would talk to her except me. I was the only idiot that said, come on, come work with me. And she says, oh, I like this guy because he's the only idiot that would talk to me, you know? Bob Moran, she didn't talk to nobody. She's a little intimidating.
Well, she's like fully rhinestone too, like from head to toe at like noon. She has rhinestones on every single accessory. So she walks in like larger than life. But for me, I would go right towards that. I'd be like, oh, I want to talk to this person. She looks fun.
But that whole setup, you used to do a set on SSL where they used to take a CEO or a person and put him on the hot seat. It was a guy. They used to put
Yes,
him on the
this
hot
was
seat.
years ago they did
Yes.
that. Hmm.
That was, I wanted that segment. I wanted her to do that on the cafe. But then she says, no, that's ours. We can't share it out. But I thought that was so smart.
Yes.
So they would take somebody like you and put you on the hot seat as a business owner. And they would ask you questions, man.
But you
And
know
it's
what's so
mostly women,
interesting?
so you get all the questions from all the women asking
yeah.
you things.
It's Erica's real business. It's not, I mean, it is now, but it came about in a
Yeah.
way you would never expect.
Yeah, so my background is in construction technology, and I used to be a trainer. So I would train all over the world. I would train construction folks how to use an app. So construction is not really known for being super tech savvy in the past. It's getting so much better now, but I would show up in a room between 10 to 50 people, and I'd have to engage their attention and keep it for 6 to 8 hours a day. So there's a lot that you learn, especially when you walk in and they're like, we don't want to be here. We want to be back on the job site. We don't want to learn, tech.
Construction, like in building a house?
Absolutely. Building
kind of
high
construction?
rises. Yeah.
What?
Civil, all of it. Yeah.
It's
So
really interesting.
you walk in and you have this energy of like, people don't want you there. And by the time you're done with one of my sessions, people are high-fiving, they're hugging, they're like, oh my gosh, this was amazing. So honing that skill has really helped me to be able to share what I've learned with people and how they can start to pull from those techniques and strategies in their everyday experience.
That's amazing. How long did you do that?
I was doing that, I think I moved up to manager, so I think I was doing the actual training for at least 3 years, and then I trained my team how to do these trainings. So I would put them through boot camps to show them how to be more confident and how to stay engaged the entire
How to build a
day.
house? How to build
On
a
how to
building?
use tech to help you to do your
How
job
to
more
use tech.
efficiently.
So you
Yeah,
want
like
the
a mobile
building-
app.
You want the building to collapse?
Well, yes,
I'm still thinking
absolutely.
this construction thing, Empire State Building, and you were there?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, so the Icon Las Olas was the last job that I was on. It was the tallest building in Fort Lauderdale, and that's where I learned how to use this mobile app that I eventually went and worked for and trained people how to
And
use.
you're still in the construction space.
I am. So I just got hired as a director of the customer success team at Ingenious.Build. So I'm also building out my team, and now I'm teaching them also all the skills I've learned how to run an awesome virtual and on-site training.
And this is still in the construction business?
It is. It's
Or
a
in anything
construction
business?
technology, like a project management tool.
Holy smokes.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. How'd you find all that out?
Well, she
Because I
called me.
her.
That's pretty good.
I called her last week because I think it's helpful to know people's backstory. I think that's what makes it so interesting. To have someone come in, I'm in the construction business. I'm like, you would never
Right.
think, right, in a million years. There's all these preconceived notions. You think you're going to walk in like G-Man with his Amazon. Now he wears a hard hat of what it is. And you've got this
Totally.
beautiful woman walks in to a room of men, and you're like, all right, I'm going to teach you. And they're thinking, yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
They shut down instantly.
Yep.
And then you, not only have they shut down, now you have to re-engage them.
Absolutely.
Because I've already seen you, I'm like, not happening.
But she's a tough guy.
Oh, yeah.
Construction guys are tough.
Do you wear purple pants when you have these meetings?
I doubt it.
No, I do not. I usually
doubt
go
it.
in with jeans and some, like a polo, steel-toed boots, a little roughed up to kind of get on their level. So
Okay.
it's like building that rapport with whoever your audience is really quickly. So you have
that's
to learn.
important.
Yes, building rapport immediately is
So you
very
walk
important.
into an event and you should be dressed for that appropriate. Like if I'm going to Tyler, I
Yes.
should not be this. I should be in some sort of athleisure or gym
Right.
clothes.
Yeah. On some level, you want to mirror your audience so that they feel comfortable and they feel like they can connect with you a little bit easier.
You know, I was a union rep in New York for one of the unions. And they made me a rep at a company in Pennsylvania that made vacuum cleaners and the bags. So they sent me down there. Now here goes a guy from New York, from the Bronx, goes into this place in Boondock, Pennsylvania. And then like, who are you? You know, they're talking to me like, who the hell do you think you are? And yada, yada. And these are guys with guys. So I called my guy and I says, listen, I'm not reaching these guys. He says, put me on the phone. Get me the guy. Give him the phone. Next thing you know, they're all standing at attention. And I said, what did you tell him? He says, don't make me go down there. That's what he tells him. But so you have to know how to talk to the room.
Yeah, you have to figure out what do they care about? What are their pain points? What do they value? When you learn these big things, you can really connect to someone very quickly. What drives them? Why are
That's
they here?
amazing.
Things like that.
Now,
That's just
often it's
amazing.
what? Often it's money, though.
It's money. A lot of times it's money. A lot of times, like specifically in the construction industry, if you can help somebody get a little bit more time back in their day so they get home sooner to their family, they can have dinner with their family or remove some frustration in their day, that's huge.
But
That's
you work
huge.
on big projects.
Yes, so
right?
I did work on big projects. Now I'm building teams that work with people who work on big projects.
So how do you take that and hone it down
Yeah.
to, say, Tangela wants to work whatever she wants to do.
Right.
You know, she's walking into a networking event and she wants to work in the healthcare industry. She doesn't dress, she's not dressed like this, right? She's going appropriate in her
Right.
scrubs or whatever
Right.
it is. So how do you take this big construction world
Right.
down to how do I help a solopreneur embrace her healthcare industry wants?
Absolutely. It's a good question. So it's about the process that I've created, and it's plug and play based off of the audience and based off of the impact you're trying to make. So is she trying to come in and lead and own the room? Is she trying to come in and gain some knowledge, like data collection? Are we being like kind of ninja mode here? Like what is the path forward? So it doesn't really matter what your industry is. It doesn't really matter what it is that you're wearing. I mean, obviously these are things that can help us to hone our confidence in the moment, but it matters around like the belief that you have when you walk in the room and what your intention is. So like setting that from the beginning is super important, and it works across all industries, all work, all career, everything.
It's interesting because sometimes you'll ask me, how is it that I can do 17 different things at one time? In the construction business, you have to, because you got guys working here, there. You got to make sure the safety, the steel coming down, the cement, there's the lift, that's it. So you have to sort of have your mind moving and
Project
grooving
management.
all over the time. Because if not, at the end of the day, if you don't move a foot, you're losing money. And believe me,
Absolutely.
you're going to hear it.
I do. I tease him all the time the amount of things he can do from sitting in a chair all day, literally.
But I did it for
It's a
years.
skill.
He will sit in a chair and he can text, book shows, get clients, take payment, run this and run that, and not move. Meanwhile, I've done 10,000 steps, circling the studio, filling it all.
Yep.
It's totally different.
She drives me nuts.
But it's true, right?
But it's the time management. I've done it a little bit longer than you have. I sort of understand where I want to be because we don't work today. The way my mind works, I'm already working on tomorrow. Today is done. Today, what's going to happen is going to happen. And I know that I got to get singers, I got to get the green, I got to get this, I got to get that, done. And then you move on. And whatever I don't get to, I'll get to as I'm going through it.
So people hire you as a coach?
They do,
You
yeah,
have
I
different
do.
packages?
Yeah, I have a course I'm building out right now called Mastering Authentic Presence. So that's in the works. I have a Facebook group called the Authentic Communication Collective where people come in. I have an awesome community. I go live 7 p.m. Eastern every Thursday. So we talk about, how to deal when people interrupt you. What do you do? How do you own a room? Like, what are some quick tips and tricks around this? And then I also do one-on-ones. So I do hourly rate, and anybody who's interested in learning more can come and join me on Facebook. My Instagram is Rika531, and I just love meeting new people, and I learn as I teach, which is my favorite part about it, because I learn about new industries, people, what gets people excited, people's different passions excite me.
And that runs right into 388. I'm asking her to join forces with us because there are going to be businesses that are coming to talk about their business. And how many people did we interview on there? And I'm sitting there going, my goodness gracious, I wish there was somebody that could help this person because they have the shot and they're not taking advantage of being on the air. And what's going to happen is they do more damage by saying the things they shouldn't say, a lot of, things of that nature. It hurts them. And sometimes I feel bad because I shouldn't have brought them up without maybe prepping them or having somebody like her talk to them and getting that whole thing flow. So,
well, what do you do when people interrupt you?
The first thing I do, because I'm very active when I talk, so you always see I'm holding the microphone now, but I'm usually hands out. So if someone's interrupting me, I literally pause, I freeze. So it kind of gives them this, is there a glitch in the matrix? What just happened? So it's like this moment of awareness of oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Or maybe there was a better way I could have handled that. So that's one quick way. I'll just freeze. If it continues to keep happening, I do a redirect. So I'll actually bring them into the conversation to make them part of what I'm saying. And now they feel heard, and it kind of pacifies that need to keep coming. So there's a bunch of different tactics and strategies that I've learned over the years, especially, in the construction experience.
I think you were doing the Bronx salute, but that's a different story.
Interesting. Wow. I had a lot to learn.
Yeah.
A lot to learn. All right, give us, how do we find you again?
Yep, so you can find me on Facebook. You can come to my group, the Authentic Communication Collective. I go live Thursday at 7. I also have Instagram, Rika531, so I have all of my communication videos, talks, things like that on there as well. And you can also email me at gemconsultingsolutions@gmail. So happy to meet you, answer questions, and invite me over. I love Italian food. Anything you want to do, cook for me, or be best friends.
She needs a show.
I know she does.
She can reach the masses. That's a scary thought.
All right, more to come. We're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, maybe we can hook up some music. Purple Power Wednesday, I think is what we're going to call today's show. More to come. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Do you want the opportunity to have a TV show or podcast? Now, at Amp Media Productions, you can host your very own visual broadcast anywhere around the world. With our talented group of creators, we will provide you with show elements, board operations, and any on-screen visuals you'd like to showcase. All you must do is log onto your computer and communicate with your viewers. Contact Amp Media Productions at 866-224-5422 or email hello@amp2.tv to start your own show today.
Born in Marseille, France, Max Lazega creates whimsical and free-flowing interpretive art. His 40 years in the construction industry created the foundation for his craft. His unique work displays his view of the future with bold and playful combinations of materials and processes, but the methodology remains consistent. He fuses recycled materials and discarded building supplies into a fresh, well-executed approach. Lazega has lived in Miami, Florida most of his life, where he pursues his lifelong passion of creating industrial art. For more information, contact Max Lazega at artworkstudios.org or 786-326-8873. Love the Brooklyn Cafe? Don't miss out on some of the latest merch we have available. Need a new shirt? The Brooklyn Cafe has you covered. We have a variety of shirts in all sizes, ranging from the classic cafe shirt to the highly coveted colorful hot dog shirt. Need something for cold weather? Why not grab one of our cafe hoodies? Or you can snuggle up with one of our soft silk touch fabric blankets. The Brooklyn Cafe has everything you need, from clothing about the show to our signature coffee blends and mugs. Get it while supplies last.
Diabetes. If you have insurance, you may qualify for a new continuous glucose monitor. With a CGM, you can continuously track your levels and trends, spend more time in range, significantly lower your A1C, and share important data with loved ones and caregivers. Most importantly, a CGM eliminates the one thing most people with diabetes hate: painful finger sticks. Take charge of your health. Order your new continuous glucose monitor today. If you use insulin and have seen your diabetes care provider within the last 6 months, you may qualify for a CGM today. We'll do all the insurance paperwork and deliver your new CGM at little or no out-of-pocket cost to you. Medicare and most insurances cover continuous glucose monitors, so don't wait. Have your insurance handy and call the CGM Health Hotline now.
Welcome to the Chocolate Spectrum, nestled in the heart of Jupiter, Florida, where every sweet indulgence tells a story of hope. Founded by Valerie Herskowitz for her son Blake, who is on the autism spectrum, the family-owned Artisan Chocolate Company has been spreading joy since 2013. Here, individuals with autism and other developmental disabilities are empowered with training and employment opportunities, which not only give them purpose, but also teach valuable skills. Support a greater cause with your exquisite treat by shopping in-store or online at shop.thechocolates.com with shipping nationwide all year round, or call at 561-277-9886. The Chocolate Spectrum, where every bite makes a difference.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
On a day like today, I'd rather be drifting away. On a day like today, I don't want to worry about a thing. I want to make that great escape where all my fears they're gone. I want to be in that place in the sun where the breeze is warm and the beat goes on. Yeah, the beat goes on. On a day like today, I'm gonna put my cares upon the shelf. On a day like today, I won't forget to care about myself. I wanna make that great escape to where my fears are warm. I wanna be in that place and the breeze is warm and the sun goes on. Yeah. Let it flow. Let it flow. Flow like the river. Hey. On a day like today, I'd rather be drifting away. On a day like today, I don't want to worry about a thing. I want to make that great escape where all my fears they're gone. I want to be in that place where the breeze is warm and the sun goes on and on. Yeah, the beat goes on. Goes on a day like yeah, the beat goes on. Let it flow, let it flow. On a day like today,
Other side of the wall, behind the.
You only been here 2 years. You don't know where the light switch is.
Try that light switch over there, please, on that side of the wall. Dijon Fields. Wow.
Nice job.
I think they're a little tired, so we're going to let Dijon rest. We've got Tangela. She's going to be joining us in a little bit. And you up to chit-chatting with us a little bit, Dijon? Sure. Okay. See green light? All right, we're good to go on that. That was beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.
We were talking this morning how we're doing a study that classical music helps with depression and anxiety. It changes the synapses in the neurons in your brain. But I think all music has the power to do that.
Absolutely.
Right? So
Absolutely.
we can be stressing out, and next thing you know, hear you guys sing, it's like, oh, we're going to hang out now. How do you do that?
Well, I wrote that song because I like that, living in South Florida, you get sunny weather, you get beaches, and I wanted that lighthearted, carefree type of sound, and so that's something that's easy for people to listen to. It's not complicated. Lyrics are easy, and it's got a nice beat that what I call that rides.
So that's one of your originals.
That is, yes.
How many originals do you have?
I have probably finished. I probably have a dozen.
You have your own album out?
Not yet. Not yet.
Well, we got to put that together.
It's a work in progress.
Absolutely.
We have to
right?
talk to Jelly and bring it in and mix it and everything else. The interesting aspect is we're at Monday nights at 388 Italiano. I want to open up with them a week from this Monday, because it's Labor Day. And I want to put the stage, they have that whole stage behind the curtain, which I didn't even know they did that, but they show how it does work. But you are exactly what Boca wants, because of the music, the style, your voice, things of that nature. There are other people that have come to us that we don't think it's a good fit, but you are the perfect fit for 388 here in North Federal.
Imagine start your week on a Monday night listening to these two
It's kind of
sing,
cool.
right?
I kind of like it.
People seem to wait until the weekend, Friday or Saturday, to enjoy life.
Yes.
Why not kick off life on a Monday?
Absolutely. Every day is precious.
Absolutely true.
When I lived in New York City, I used to go to NYU, and we used to go down to the clubs and everything else down there. So this is nothing new to me, and I loved it, if you can get in.
Yeah.
Because it didn't matter if it was Monday, Sunday, Tuesday, it made no difference. They were packed.
Yeah.
And they used to have these small venues, and they did it on purpose because they always wanted to look packed. And sometimes you had to wait a couple of days before you got into these places. But that's exactly the style that you're doing for Boca, which I think South Florida, it's perfect. It's just a good rhythm for it.
And Dijon's going to be on Dawn DeMarco show today, Faith Stories. Are you going to be doing Hallelujah?
Yes, absolutely.
When you did that last week or 2 weeks ago, it was like, wow. Because you were doing your whole doo-wop, you were doing through the generations,
Yes.
everything you were doing through the decades. And then they end with Hallelujah. And we didn't know it was coming. We were like, oh my gosh, that was just spectacular. So you'll definitely tune in today. All right, we're going to let Dijon rest.
Yes,
we're going to
we'll
have
let him
Tangela
rest.
up in a little bit. And we're going to kick this over to Tyler Ross of Level Up Fitness. Tyler reached out to me I guess last week or so, a couple weeks ago, and he's like, hey, I see we're still friends on Facebook. I've expanded my company, and I've started my own gym. We met Tyler when we were at another gym. I think we did a remote there. Did we? We had talked about doing a remote at another gym.
Where was the gym?
Over on Glades at Orange Theory.
Yes.
That was the old place, yeah.
The old
And then-
place.
And then,
You might just have to hold the mic because you're kind of tall.
yeah, no problem.
You can
Oh,
take it
wanna
out
hold
of there.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so that, you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
So yeah, that was the old place. And then when COVID hit, I basically had to start fresh, essentially, because everything shut down. Obviously, nobody was going to gyms. And I had an idea that was originally supposed to be like an iPhone app. And my wife was like, no, you should really make this into a gym. You've got a good little group. And I'm like, okay. And I basically pitched it to my business partner, and he's like, let's do it. I'm like, really? He's like, yeah, let's start looking for a property. Let's start, looking for a consultant build out. And 2 years later, we wound up, putting the project together, and now we're coming up on our 2-year anniversary. So it's been nothing but blessings since
So
we've been open.
it's a gym house. Everything, equipment and all that is in there.
Yeah, so we have everything in house. It's all it's large group strength training. So it's all class based. We do offer personal training, but the classes is really like our bread and butter and like what we're trying to push to the masses. And what we do is we take more complicated or dynamic exercises like squats, deadlifts, kettlebell swings, even stuff like push-ups, and we break them down 5 different ways. And you have like levels 1 through 5. So level 1 would be like the least complicated, and then level 5 would be like the most sophisticated. So you've got like these different variations, and everyone at the same time is doing like squats or deadlifts, but they're doing the level that works best for them. So when people come in, if they're feeling intimidated, if they're not sure about it, we tell them, hey, when in doubt, start at level 1. And then like, hey, I can do this. I'm like, great. If you feel confident, let's go to level 2. So there's a bit of a roadmap that shows them, hey, this is how I do this stuff. And because it's strength training, this is, you know, something that's new to a lot of people. It can be tough to kind of teach that in a group environment. So having the levels, I think, helps that. So
What's a level 5 squat?
it would be like if you have like a barbell on your back with plates.
Oh,
you actually put the
gosh.
plates on bands, so they're bouncing as you go up
And
and
your
down.
knees fly down the street.
Yeah. Well, we have to keep it all in-house, unfortunately, but
Now,
if we go outside, we would.
But let me ask you a business question. When COVID came along, people weren't going to gyms because people weren't going anywhere, actually. So
Yeah.
the gyms suffered. And then afterwards, now we've been a couple of years, I think, past COVID. Has it changed? Has the mentality changed? Are people still afraid or not?
I wouldn't say they're definitely not afraid. I think if anything, people are so excited to get back. Because, I mean, a lot of working out is like doing it especially in a group setting, like people like that group for motivation. They like that everyone's doing the same thing. It might be a workout you're not going to do at a box gym because maybe some of the movements are a little bit different, but there's a ton of benefit to them. And people may not know how to do them properly. So to do the group thing, people were real excited to come back to that, especially once I think we got out of the pandemic and people realized like, hey, we're all going to be fine. Because that was a little fear at first. For that first year building out, we're like, we don't know if this is, we hope we're going to be out of this by that point. So, we kind of hit it like, I think, at the right time.
Because you still have to pay the bills and everything else to get the gym on its feet. Then you have to maintain it. And then you hopefully bring in the people to do it. And I
We
wanted
have
to...
some video actually also. So if you
Let's-
guys have
let's
any of the
play it,
video,
yeah.
let's play some of those pieces that Tyler sent over.
At Level Up, we take the time to show the breakdown of more dynamic exercises. We also give you ample time to build up your weights in class. All workouts begin with a 5 to 10 minute dynamic warm-up, focusing on applying movement while stretching to prime the body for the work that's to come. The next 10 to 20 minutes focuses on a key movement. This is one of those dynamic exercises we mentioned before. These bigger movements like squats, presses, rows, and deadlifts are all a few basic key movements we tend to work on. The final half hour consists of complementary exercises that are variations of that key movement. All workouts finish with a cool down to stretch out all that muscle that was put to work. So if you're ready to take your workouts to the next level, what are you waiting for? Come check us out.
Wow.
I like the delivery. It's intense. You're not going to go there to play checkers. I kind of like that.
He says it's not so intense.
Well, those videos, like, it's to show the excitement of like what we can do in there, but it is like a much, I don't want to say slower pace, but like the movements that you're doing, we encourage you to take time between breaths. Like you're doing like big squats and big rows and military presses. Like those are things that you really can't be doing back to back to back. That I think a lot of other gyms, they don't maybe not have the means to be able to go super heavy, so they have to do that quick intensity. So us, since I think we have close to 10,000 pounds of weights in this facility. So like you can like load up as heavy as you want. So, even if you're an experienced lifter, we got like a former strongman that's in there that just put up a 455 pound squat, I think about 2 or 3 months ago or a while ago. Yeah, just during a class. He did it in a 1 hour class, which I've never seen before. So I don't know. We're kind of learning as we go a little bit because it is such a new concept. But the results have been have been very exciting and been incredible since. So
It's monthly memberships?
yes. Mm-hmm. So we do everything month to month. We have a couple different options that, depending on how often you're going to come. Before, when I first opened it, I thought people were just going to supplement. Like, come do some strength training like 1 or 2 days a week. I got people coming every day because of how we do the split. You can work out every day and not have to worry about really burning out the same muscles necessarily, because it's, we do one day that's the front of the body, one day that's the back of the body. And we have everything spelled out like a month in advance. So we tell you, hey, here's everything that's coming, so you guys can kind of prepare.
So you do buys and tries on the same day, or no? Not if you're doing a front and a back.
So the way I do it, I got away from what I call the bro split, where it's like chest and triceps, back and biceps. We do everything based on movement patterns of the body. So we have like a push day, a pull day, a squat day, a hinge, a lunge, because it allows you to, I'm not in a box of like I can only work chest and triceps. Because it's push, I can do kind of whatever I need to do to make sure that we're hitting all those muscle groups throughout the week. So it allows me to making sure I'm covering all my bases rather than just, okay, we blew out the chest on Monday, and now we're not going to do it again until next Monday, as an
The
example.
tries are push, buys are pull, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you know it. You got it.
Back in the day.
We used to go to the gym a lot.
Before COVID, I did a lot. Before you and I were working crazy hours. Now I kind of squeeze it in at home when I can, but it's not the same.
Yeah.
The motivation is not the same. What I used to do in an hour and a half is now like, all right, I got maybe 30 minutes. You squeeze it out, and like, but it's just not. You don't have as much space. You don't have the motivation. You don't have people to talk to.
Yep.
Chuck walks in a million times. I'm like, stop interrupting me. I know I have to have a better delivery on
You
that.
gotta freeze.
What are you doing? I don't know. What's it look like I'm doing?
Yeah.
Like I'm not having a conversation with you. So that changes at home. It is not the same without being at the gym for sure.
You used to go in a group to work out?
Absolutely.
Did you? In New York, we didn't go as a group because we used to play more.
I would do
racquetball.
both. I would do my group classes and then I would supplement it with my strength training on the floor, different things.
Yeah.
But I miss it for me. But it's just finding the time to squeeze it in.
There you go.
I just got to take my purple shoes with me and then we're good now.
I remember when I first met her, she used to have gloves and boxing gloves in the back of the car.
Yep.
And I used to say to myself, what the hell is this?
I used to do kickboxing also, I know.
Yeah, that's good.
A lot of good stuff to do.
You should go back
but
to
it's getting
doing it.
back into it.
You should, because then that way you'll come all relaxed.
Do you level it based on, clearly not, this guy's doing 455-pound squat and I walked into the same class?
Yeah.
We do it that
Same
way?
exact class. Y'all could
Wow.
honestly be working on the same rack. You just, again, it's all relative based on the individual. And that's what I try to explain with people with strength training is that I think they see some of the more intense concepts out there and they're like, oh, that's not for me. I can't do any of that. And it's like, yes, you can. You just can't do that right now. Like, give me like 3 months to work on your technique, to work on your mobility, all these things that we can actually improve on, and then eventually we can get you maybe close to that. If not, and depending on how patient the person is, I can get them doing some really incredible stuff in like a year or two. So it's just a matter of the member, how their patience, how nice they are to themselves, because we have a lot of people that come in, it's a lot of new stuff, they've never done it before, and they kind of get frustrated. And I'm telling them like, hey, this is a brand new thing. A lot of this stuff is skills. It's not even necessarily exercise. It's like we'll do power cleans in some classes, and like that's a literal skill almost more than it is a movement. So just trying to explain that to people, it's a lot of education, you know.
And stress has quadrupled. Everybody's really, really stressed right now. And for some reason, maybe it's a political year, maybe there's hatred, there's all sorts of stuff going on right now, that the stress levels of what's happening is tremendous. I was talking to my sister. She works at Columbia Presbyterian. She says, I wish there was a gym in Columbia Presbyterian so that everybody could go down there and do some kickboxing
I can't believe there isn't one.
They don't have one. And they closed down after COVID, and they didn't rebound back. They didn't think people were going to come back to them. So I think it's really important that you have a facility where you can go, you can work at your leisure, at your pace, get that stress thing going, listen to the people that are actually do it correctly. Because, you know, you can't walk around with all that buildup. You know, you're going to go home, you're going to fight with the cat, you're going to kick the dog and everything else. It's a normal thing. I tell you, I lived that life.
What do you do?
Not anymore. I gave all that up. I went to see the monks. I used to work out 6 days a week in New York. But I was racquetball, a little bit bike, and a couple of, because, you know, you wanted to get digits, but that's a different story. So you used to work out in the gym and everything.
Still makes you smile though, doesn't it? Look.
It does. It does.
It's never too late to start back.
It was fun, but it also taught me how to relate and talk to people. It taught me, like, if you see somebody struggling to do something, have you seen the guy with the mop? And he has the fake beard. I'm going to
Yes,
tell you
I don't.
something.
My members send me his videos all the time. It's some of the most entertaining content out
But it makes
there.
me want to hit a gym. Now, where I live, they have a beautiful gym.
Hey, Emily, we miss you. She'll be back tomorrow.
But that guy is incredible. He's built like you. He comes up, he lifts 500,000 pounds, and he's showing these big muscular guys that they're doing it wrong. The technique is wrong, and yada, yada, yada. But he just reminds me that people used to go, to gyms all the time, and it looks like they're starting to come back. And if they have a formula that works, they'll definitely come back to more.
That to me is the thing I've learned the most. So I think if people have the confidence in knowing, hey, what I'm doing is going to work, then they're willing to, I think, be more patient, you know? So, and that's been the thing with me. That's been a little bit of a struggle in the beginning, was trying to get results from people, because I got people that good results, but, you know, they're more private. They may not want to share them, which I totally respect. I totally understand. But I'm like, the proof is in the pudding, guys. If you guys are getting results in like 6 months, like solid results in like 6 months or less, then, you know, I would love to talk about that, because then we could spread that out to more people. You're talking about the gyms closing down. I'll share a stat with you. I learned this probably a few months ago, but I think it's only like 11% of all people in America have a gym membership. And that's people that actually have the membership, not like alone people that just use it or don't use it, rather. So there's like over 90% of the population that just aren't members of a gym, or they're not doing anything physical. And to your point about the stress, I think that could have something to do with it, where you're not exerting, like we're meant to be physical, we're meant to be active. And the fact that we're a lot more sedentary now over the last 20, 30 years, the social media, the smartphones, the technology's gotten better. We sit more, we just do. And I try to tell people, like, just walking and moving, like, it sounds so cliche, but you need to do it. You got to move.
All right, what do you think of abs and crunches?
Those are good if you want to build your abs.
So I was watching, you know, whatever these TikToks, I can't do it but if your feet, and they're like, if you you do these, they say are better than crunches. I can't, my dress would not allow me to do that. But, you know, like, cross your legs in front, and then with your hands to opposite leg. I'm like,
There's
5
always
minutes
that.
is a long time to do that.
Yeah, there's always that content out there. I tell people, if you're really trying to share your abs, you have to clean up your diet and or
That's my next
nutrition.
question.
Any good trainer will tell you that. They'll, you know, be like, well, if you want to build up your abs, obviously you need to do weighted ab exercises to get them to pop a little bit more. But if you want them to show, you have to decrease your body fat, just plain and simple, you know.
Do you work with that as well? You have nutrition people with you, or?
Yeah, so I don't have a certified dietitian on staff right now, but what we have is like very general, like a nutrition guidelines, where we kind of spell out what proteins, carbohydrates. We kind of give a list and list kind of like a serving with calories, so people can at least have an idea. And then there's a 7-day sample meal plan, and we have a 6-week challenge coming up that all these people will get if they join it. But it's the 7-day sample meal plan that has just a bunch of food on there, or a bunch of meals, but it's not pertained to any one individual. But people like it because they can pick and choose. Okay, these are some healthy options. So that's kind of the extent that we can do. And a lot of it's just conversations with people saying, hey, like, you know, where is your pain point? Like, what's your struggle? Like, what's your vice? And just kind of talking with them and just being real with them, and trying to understand where they're coming from. Because a lot of the time it's one conversation that can fix someone in their trajectory and how they look.
100%.
Communication.
Wow. All right, give us the address and where you're located, how to get more info.
Yeah, so we are out in West Boca in the West Boca Shopping Plaza. It's a Target. We're behind the Aldi. The address is 21759 State Road 7 in Boca Raton. So, yeah, and we always do a first class free. So if you guys are wanting to come out to try a workout, see what it's like, we'll obviously honor that for you. And like I said, we're starting a challenge September 16th. Where we're actually giving away a 1-year unlimited membership. So people can sign up for that and be a part of that over the next few months.
Sounds like fun. Level up. I'm not even
Level up.
looking at you.
Why? Have you noticed? Your thumbs have gotten bigger.
My thumbs, actually.
People's thumbs have gotten bigger.
Actually, mine has not, but that's back to Monday's conversation of my
that's
thumbs.
because you have web feet. Web fingers.
All right, check out Level Up. Maybe we can send a crew out, or maybe you and I will go out.
And, we're gonna do that again.
You never know.
Let's get the staff out here.
We did a show.
They want to go.
No, they'll love to go. Everybody loves to, except that something normally happens and I break something because you.
I don't know if I could lift a tire. Are the tires weighted? They are, right?
Oh, they're weighted. Oh yeah, they're weighted. They're heavy.
They're
real tires.
Going right to the tire.
She's going to be in the tire and watch her. I'm going to say, Dawn, where you going?
Things you do for content. More to come on the other side of this commercial break. Maybe Tangela will open up when we get back on the other side. So more to come. See what else we've got cooking. We've got Jay Harmon and Sally Bernard. I'm sure Dawn is going to be here soon as well. So more to come, and we'll be right back.
When it comes to protecting what matters most, your family, your business, your peace of mind, you need reliable fire protection. Introducing All Fire Extinguisher Depot, Fire Extinguisher Service. Our certified technicians ensure your extinguishers are always ready to respond to emergencies. Before and after, we leave your fire safety in top-notch condition. Join the many satisfied clients who trust All Fire Extinguisher Depot for fire extinguisher service. Because when it comes to fire safety, there's no compromise. Contact All Fire Extinguisher Depot at 786-704-2750 to get your extinguisher serviced today. Your safety is our priority. That's at 786-704-2750. All Fire Extinguisher Depot, protecting what matters.
Hey Kaylee, what's up?
Hey, nothing, what's up?
Nothing, just looking for music for Grandpa I listen to while we're in the car.
What's wrong with listen to now?
Let's just say we have different tastes, you know?
Why don't you try listen to a podcast on Spotify?
Like which one?
The Broken Cafe Studio one is really good.
Okay, I'll try that one out, thanks.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought.
Has your heater busted, computer crashed, appliance broken? Then you need ARW Home.
Life's been pretty worry-free since I got coverage with ARW Home. Don't waste thousands of dollars on air conditioning, appliance repair, and replacements. Save that money with ARW Home. Protection plans that cover household appliances, systems, and electronics.
My air conditioning broke on a Sunday. I called ARW, and they came out and fixed it right away.
Get your free quote today. Call or go to arwhome.com now.
Imagine this is your money and someone wants to take it from you. Who is it? The IRS. Guess what? They want your money and they can take it, all of it if they want. Remember, they sent you that letter right over here that said, hey, you owe us a bunch of cash and we're going to take it from you right now. So what do? You fight back by letting our team of experts work it out with the IRS so you can keep your money. And hey, we're good at what we do. When you hire us, you get a team of guys on your side that know the IRS laws, and we'll fight really hard to save your money. So, if you owe the IRS a ton of cash and you want to keep it, call right now and learn for free how we can help you put it back in your pocket. 5 minutes of your time right now can save you thousands of dollars. And the best part, it's a free call, so please call right now.
Attention timeshare owners. This is an urgent consumer alert from the Timeshare Exit Hotline, a national company specializing in helping consumers legally get out of their expensive timeshare contracts. We're offering you a way to legally get rid of your timeshare. So if you're fed up with the maintenance fees that keep on coming and want to learn if you can terminate your timeshare legally and permanently, call today. Call the number on your screen today. It's a free call.
The owners of Amp Media Productions and the Brooklyn Cafe show, Dawn and Freddie S., are excited to announce the launch of its new nonprofit educational charity, the Amp Media Futures Foundation. This foundation gives college students the tools that they need by providing them hands-on learning experiences in business, marketing, communication, and media creation. To donate or volunteer, contact AMP2 Media Productions by email at info@ampfutures.org.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
One less bell to answer, one less egg to fry, one less man to pick up after. I should be happy, but all I do is oh, I should be happy. leave me?
Why did he leave?
Now I've got one less egg to fry. One less egg to fry. And all I do is cry. Because my man told me goodbye.
Why did he leave?
Somebody tell me please, where did he go? Why did he go? Tell me how could he leave me?
Wow. Deshaun, you guys have one that you can do together?
We do, actually.
You have one to do together, Tangela?
We have an original.
All right.
Let's
I'm going to
do
put you on the spot because I feel like we're cutting away way too much because the music is too beautiful to actually stop it.
Are you going to be able to hear more of this? That's such a cheesy plug, right?
But go ahead.
3 to 8 on Monday nights.
It's
we're
what
gonna
you do
open up.
best.
Cheesy?
The cheesy plugs.
Wow. 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 388 at Restaurant Italiano. We're just talking to Vic. He's listening in as well because they wanted to see what we want to send them. They want a little sample. So we're going to take these songs, cut it up, and send it. But we're going to be there not this Monday, the following Monday, because this Monday is Labor Day. We're off.
That food was unbelievable.
It was
I feel like I need to do a few extra sessions with Tyler to go back and eat there, but all in moderation because, oh my gosh, and I don't normally eat pasta like ever.
I know. The calamari is to die for. The food there is incredible.
And the way he serves it family style, incredible.
That's what 2 spoons mean?
I don't know how he gets a clam, and right, you can get a clam between 2 spoons, just, I'm good on chopsticks.
She was more amazed at his serving that I'm eating, and she's like, wow, look at him
mean,
serve this.
the elegance of how he could serve clams and mushrooms with 2 big serving spoons.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Instead of going like this.
Amazing. My people, we just put it out on the table and go, here's the food now. But it was
It was
great.
good. It was a nice shoot. A lot of people there. It was fun. But that's going to be not this Monday, the following Monday. We're going to ask you if you own a business, come on out and meet the team because we're going to have some other surprises that are going to be there to try to make this just a great adventure for season that's coming.
I think it's coming quickly, thankfully.
No, it's coming. Trust
You
me.
know what? But I'm giving them a second to catch up. I got to ask Tyler. I was seeing something this morning. There's a new gum out that teenage boys are using to accentuate their jawline. Dawn, don't even try it because you and I will be in the hospital. We'll be dead.
It's called brick gum.
It is made from resin and wax. $25 a package.
That's a scam.
And they chew it, and they're like, oh, we're kind of in pain, and it kind of hurts. And like, can you imagine redefining your jaw by chewing wax?
So a thing you could do is just cook a steak well done and just chew on that for 2 hours.
there you
Same
go. At
exact
least you got
thing. There you go. Yeah, you get some protein, exactly.
Right? Wait till the kids start coming into you, and you're going to see them all like chiseled. So it's
Or
a
if-
thing.
Or if you get
this chiseled, forget about this.
But
Thank
if,
you.
But
Yeah.
if you get married and you grind your teeth, you're gonna really be in a lot of same difference.
All right, you guys ready? All right, we've got Dijon and Tangela. This is an original, and their voices are so amazing together and separate that since they said yes, we're just going to bring it to you. So let's do it.
Hey, Deshaun, tell me something. What do you know about love?
Well, Tangela, I know love is patience. I know love is kind. I know love is yours. And I know love is mine. Isn't that right?
Ooh, I know love.
Love has a light that shines just like the sun. No other light can shine on everyone. I can't imagine there is ever too much of a little kiss, of a smile, that special touch. There's nothing better than love.
There ain't nothing better than love.
Can't do without, can't seem to get enough.
Can't seem to get enough.
So grateful for the gift sent from
There ain't
above.
nothing better than love. dark and lonely for so long. The light that used to shine seems so far gone. And we believe that love is the key to open our hearts, our minds, our eyes to see. Love has a light that shines just like the sun. No other light can shine on everyone. And we believe that love is the key to open our hearts, open our minds, open our eyes to see. Can't do without, can't seem to get enough. So grateful for the gift sent from above. Love and love.
Nothing's better. Nothing's better.
There's nothing better than love.
Nothing better than love.
Can't do without, can't seem to get enough. So grateful for the gift sent from above.
Nothing better than love.
Better than love. Better than love. Love.
Ain't nothing
Better than love. Love. Nothing better than love.
There ain't nothing better than love.
Better than love. I said love is patient.
Love is patient.
Love is kind.
Love is kind.
Love is yours.
Love is yours.
Love is mine.
Love is mine.
So grateful for the gift that's been sent from above. There's nothing better. I say that love is patient.
Love is patient.
And love is kind.
Love is kind.
And love is yours.
Love is yours.
Love is mine.
Love is mine.
So grateful for the gift that's been sent from above. There's nothing better, 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 better than
Believable. All right, so you got to give us a little bit of background on all of that song.
Okay, so that particular song, Tangela and I co-wrote together. We wrote that. It's been probably a year, almost a year. That's the first piece of material that we have written together that we finished. But I wanted to, the world needs love. That's the one thing that never gets stale, never gets old, and and everybody in their own way is looking for it. So, the more songs that I can sing about the many different layers of love that there are, that to me is very important.
And are you still performing together? Are people able to see the decades, or are you going to do some originals around town that we can come actually spend the entire evening?
I'm at the beginning stages of putting out that original material and performing that stuff live. Yeah.
That is
what we're going to do is we're going to integrate our originals into our decade show.
Yeah. And when is the next decade show?
The next decade show, I'd have to look at the calendar.
13th, the 13th.
Is it the 13th?
Yes, on the 13th.
September
13th?
In Melbourne?
September 13th, yes.
Going to be up by JoJo?
And yep, at Tavern by the Green in Melbourne
Tavern
Beach.
by the Green, September 13th. That's a Friday.
Yes.
Interesting.
Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th.
6 p.m. to 9. That's right. That's Friday the 13th.
Freddie, you want to head up to Melbourne on Friday the 13th?
Friday the 13th.
We're going to give Freddie Z4. He's making coffee. He's like the hospitality committee. I know. It's nice when you come back, everyone can drink.
I gotta tell you,
Look at him.
I gotta tell you, we were also invited. They are doing a karaoke contest for 8 weeks. And Dawn and I don't know who else, but I know us, we're going to be the final judges of the winner up in Melbourne.
Oh, nice.
And they're going to be sending us, the winner of that thing is going to be doing a set with us. They're going to be singing here, co-hosting. They're going to meet Vic from the radio station and everything else. So they got this whole thing planned out. It's tremendous.
Are you guys staying up there? Are there hotels in the area?
We normally don't. We normally don't. Sometimes we'll stay at JoJo's.
I was going to say, you got to stay at JoJo's. So it's at 6 o'clock, Friday the 13th. Can't forget that date. But wow, that's going to be amazing.
We should get a bus.
I'm saying we should go.
We should get a bus.
Cool.
Why don't
Pick
we get
us
a
up.
bus? Why don't we get a party
Please
bus?
stop by and get us.
Right?
That would be a lot
He's
of fun.
down. Why not? I mean, it'll be a fun adventure to go up there, watch the singers and everything else.
Wow. We haven't been to the new place. Have you been? To her new one?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's where we perform.
Yeah.
We are actually.
It'll be our 5th time, I believe.
Oh my gosh, we haven't
We
been
did
to
the
that
grand.
one yet.
We actually did the grand opening for them, Dawn.
Wow.
We
How
are
was
actually headed up there, Gio and I, to put the cameras in, because she wants to be on the set right now with us, to having singers coming to us here, and then have you sing into her set. So it's going to be a back and forth.
Nice.
So she's on her way back from Pennsylvania. She just texted me. She's looking at you. She says, okay, let's put this together come next week. I can't do it this weekend, but I'll do it next week. So we're going to be seeing JoJo on here.
Okay.
Wow. You guys are just spectacular.
Thank you. Thank you.
Just unbelievable. What a treat. Thank you so much for sharing your gift with us.
Thank you.
Dawn, you have them on your show today.
Here, let me pull a Freddie.
Pull a Freddie. Find a mic.
Yes. Yes, I'm so excited. And we're going to sing some Christian and hopefully some gospel music. I have no clue what songs you chose, Deshaun, but I know it's going to be beautiful and just praising the Lord, and I love that.
What a gift. So you booked them, and we got an extra treat. You guys, just absolutely spectacular. Thank you so much. If you have another song, let us know, but I know you're kind of trying to rest for Dawn's show, so I totally respect that. And I'm really, really grateful that we got what we got. Amazing. So check it out. What is the name of the new place?
Tavern by the Green.
Tavern by the Green.
In
up in
Melbourne
Melbourne Beach. On September 13th, 6 o'clock?
6 o'clock to 9 o'clock.
Which means we got to leave here by 4. Or we just go for the day and hang out at the beach for the day, change at JoJo's, and keep on going. I think we should consider doing that.
I want to rent the bus.
Okay. More to come.
Who has a bus? Anybody know a bus? Broken down no bus?
I feel like
Who has a bus?
I feel like if Eric can teach us how to communicate with everyone, we can ask. Ask and you shall receive.
I'm going to ask Miss King if she has a bus somewhere. You know, I have a guy that has a bus. The problem is that
You have a
he's
guy?
always busy.
You got
I got a guy. And the problem is that if I tell him, come tomorrow, show up, he may not show up. That's the problem. You know who drives the bus? Party bus? You know, Joe Rubo. Joe Rubo drives the bus. I got a guy. I can do this.
Oh my gosh.
I can do this.
Incredible. So more to come on that also. Jay, you over there, do you even have a mic? Tangela and Dijon, you guys are just
Thank you.
spectacular. Thank you,
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Jay has a mic. He just have to throw a camera on. Jay Harmon is also an interesting specimen.
Do you get the
Jay, why don't you go up on the green screen? Just go up there.
Up on the green screen?
Yeah, that way they can have a camera on you already.
Oh, okay.
There you go, right there.
How's that?
That's all right. Leave him there. He likes to stand. Listen, we gotta improvise. We gotta get things done because time is a ticket. But Jay Harmon was with us on Monday night, right, Jay? You were.
Oh, that was wonderful. Wow,
closer
that
to
was
me.
just
Come
fantastic.
up closer to me. You look like you're lost in space. Move to me closer.
Every time
Jay.
Jay walks in, our Jay goes in another room, she comes right back out.
Oh, Jay Harmon. So Jay was with us at 388 on Monday night. What did you think of the place?
I thought it was awesome. I mean, the ambiance of the whole place and the food, everything was just spectacular. I mean, it was a lot more than I had even anticipated, and I had high hopes. So this was really, really nice. Yeah.
And they're coming in tomorrow to record the show for Inside the Mind of an Artist. I really want to do Inside the Mind of a Man. I think we should totally flip the script.
I would
and
love
do
to
that.
do that with Jay.
Inside the Mind of a
But
Man?
the thing is,
Well,
Jay's
wait
on
a
the
minute,
show.
wait a minute, wait
we
a
can't
minute, wait a
be
minute.
completely
That
open.
wasn't the show.
It's going to be a new show.
Oh. You're going inside the mind of a man?
Yes.
Well, I think we should do inside the knucklehead mind of a woman.
It's way too complicated. Jay, why? Right? Why?
I don't know if I'd want to go into that. It's kind of dangerous territory. That's,
Jay, so the reason she's doing this, you heard the rumor? We're extincting.
The Y chromosome will be extinct in a few million years, so they're trying to come up with a new way to genetically modify men. You're going to be
Why,
GMO
you say?
men.
Why?
Forget corn, just men.
So she's on this kick. So she goes to the restaurant, and we're talking to him, we're talking to Johnny Melnick, and we're all talking about how the Ys are disappearing.
You know what Jay said?
Too many X's.
Why?
Why?
And Jay says, why? We said too many X's, and that went into a whole nother story.
Now, there's a conversation that he had, and I don't know anything about it. I haven't talked to him because I didn't see him. So you talked to the general manager about your artwork, your black and whites?
Yes, I did.
And I saw you walking around with him. What was going on?
He was showing me some of the area that they have. They have a back room where there's more seating back there, and he had some computer pictures made, black and white, that they're pictures of Marilyn Monroe and Humphrey Bogart and some other celebrities back there, and all the grays and white areas on the pictures are all 3s and 8s.
Oh, wow.
And it was a great idea. They, they had that developed, and everything is 3s and 8s.
That's
and,
very cool.
He was explaining a little bit about the origin of 388, and he said there's not really a thing. It's just. I said, well, it really is easy to roll off your tongue, and it's a nice way to remember the name of the.
But it doesn't have any significance.
Not really.
I said to him, what the hell is 388? He says, yes.
It's the restaurant in Roseland.
And we're back to that again.
They have
There's
another
a
restaurant.
lot of restaurants in Roseland.
But it's the same owners.
3 of them? 8 of them? 16 of them? 19 of them?
I think the address is 388, whatever the street is in Roseland.
Is it?
Thank you, yes. So it's the same owner, so it's called 388 here. Same owners. Thank you very much. As
I want to know how you know that.
As our Jalen would say,
Because you Google it.
when you try to explain things to him, Freddie, let me show you this. What do you mean you don't understand? This was this morning with you and her. I feel like I'm in the same thing. What do you mean?
Did you buy the mic covers?
The condom, yes, I did.
You bought the condom.
Yes.
And you bought the wrong size.
I know.
So you haven't learned that not all condoms are alike, right?
It
So I'm
says-
supposed to listen to you with the 388. You can't even buy the condom the right size.
It says one size fits most. What can I tell you?
And yet, Y chromosomes are disappearing. We're going to be left with the X's.
Because one size fits most, not all. So what can I tell you?
So I'm supposed to believe you?
Listen, I'm way too old for those conversations. It is what it is.
I just want you to know that Jay's Harmon's pieces are hanging in Studio B and throughout the theater. They are all for sale. These are his as well. And I know what's going to happen is we're going to take these. They're going to get sold. And I'm going to be very lonely in this corner and make him do them again. Because he is one of the few guys, an OG, a good friend, always been with us since the beginning of time. He's a good friend. I knew his wife really well as well. And talent always surfaces and levels off to be recognized. So he's one of the few guys I could say he's a good friend. And we only wish him the best. And we're going to take him with us. And we're going to hang his art at 388 for sale up there as well. So.
He was showing me some places the other night that would be a good locations for some of my artwork. So I think that's exciting.
Very exciting. More to come. And then you and Sally have your show, Inside the Mind of an Artist, coming
It's
up.
not inside the mind
No,
of the
it's
man?
not.
No, we're sticking with artists.
That was getting me a
Artists.
little
We're
bit
not doing the
nervous.
man.
Yeah, I don't want to go inside the mind of a woman. That's for sure.
Or a man.
I think we just better keep it inside the mind of an artist.
And your guest tomorrow, I believe, is Michelle, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes?
Michelle, another one from down under, Australia.
Ricketts. Oh, okay. Yes, that's
Australia.
Ricketts.
And what she does is she is a shamanic practitioner. So she very kindly offered to help clear some energy space in here.
Really
Although
excited
when
about
she did
finding
that
that.
on Monday, we
in my
had
show,
water
right.
flowing through the ceiling.
And it wasn't raining.
And it wasn't raining. So.
But that wasn't her fault. It just happened.
It wasn't her fault?
It wasn't her
Oh,
fault.
I've been here 5
she
years.
tried to
Has
clear
never happened.
energy. She says,
All right.
and next thing we know, and the guy comes out and says, there's no leak. It's not raining. I'll
I don't
seal
know
the
where
roof.
this water's coming from. Meanwhile, she's
This
sitting
is
there
true.
from down under.
This is true.
Right?
That's true.
Yeah.
So I guess
Not
she
on the
cleansed.
equipment.
That's
it ain't.
I think she actually said
Not
that
on the
the
computer,
show.
Not
exactly.
on the computer, it ain't. The TV, the computer.
We hear it, and Jalen runs over. She says, it's water. It's like you look up from God. There's water coming in the middle of nowhere. It was the craziest thing. But she's cleansing. And that's going to be your guest tomorrow, so that'll be a great show.
Great.
Yeah, but tell her to
She's
bring
a
an
lovely
umbrella,
lady.
please.
I'll tell her to
Keep the
behave.
studio. And
She'll
maybe we'll
behave.
take the show outside.
Okay.
More to come. All right, you ready to wrap this up?
You know, it's funny, when they do their show, things happen. The fire,
Well, I had the fire,
You
yeah.
got the fire next
another
door.
fire. You know, there was another fire.
Oh, there was another. That wasn't when my show was on there,
Yeah,
right?
when your show
Yeah.
was on, it was the second fire.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
You're just on fire, lady.
All right, you ready to
What
wrap
can
this
I
up?
tell you?
More to come. Wow. Tomorrow, 9 a.m. drive time. Check out everyone. You can find Erica Gaspro and all of her communication expertise. You can follow her on social media. Jay Harmon, you can find him right here in the studio and all his amazing artwork. Tyler, you can find over at Level Up Fitness. And Dejan and Tangela, tune in today at 3 o'clock to Faith Stories and hopefully at Tavern in the Green? By the Green. I got it. What's that called? A preposition? Right? In,
You
on,
didn't see the
by.
cartoon?
Tavern, that was on the Green. Tavern by the
I
Green.
missed that. That's this
up
weekend?
in Melbourne. No, on Friday the 13th in September.
The 13th.
Remember, you're going to get a bus.
It was for
Did
the
we
13th.
not just have this conversation?
No, I didn't hear all of it. I didn't hear when.
Friday the 13th.
Oh, this is great. Oh, that could be. I'm going to get my cat. I'm going to bring Casper the black cat.
Did we not? I'm glad I have all these witnesses
I
watching
didn't hear
with
all
me.
of it. I was making
You're
coffee.
making coffee.
So the 13th, Friday the 13th. we're
Tavern
gonna-
in the Green.
Yes, that's
By
what
the Green.
It's up by JoJo.
It's by JoJo. Tavern by
So
the
we'll
Green.
take the bus, stop at Cheers, and
Yes.
then go to Tavern.
Exactly. 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock. These amazing singers, but you get to hear them earlier at 3 o'clock on Faith Stories today with Don DeMarco Book. Have a great afternoon, everyone. Tavern by the Green. We'll see you tomorrow, 9 a.m. drive time. See, I've got no teleprompter.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Broken Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.